Hey everyone, if you're on Social Security, SSI or SSDI, stop what you're doing right now because there are major changes happening January 1st that could delay your check by 1 or even 2 months if you're not prepared. I'm talking about payment delays, new reporting requirements, and critical deadlines you cannot afford to miss. Now, I know you've probably seen a million videos about Social Security changes, but this is different. I actually sat down and read through the entire Social Security Administration documentation, every single page, so you don't have to. And what I found, yes, there are some challenges ahead, but there's also genuinely good news that nobody's talking about, including a $200 increase that could be coming your way. Your next check literally depends on what you do in the next few days. So stick with me because I'm going to walk you through exactly what's changing, who it affects, and most importantly, the specific steps you need to take right now to protect your benefits. But first, if this is your first time here, welcome to Retirees Benefits. My name is Tony, and I've been helping people navigate government benefits for years. I create content on Social Security, disability, Medicare, food stamps, and other topics that affect your finances and your future. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I post videos like this every week to keep you informed and protected. And do me a quick favor, go into the comment section right now and let me know your city and your state. I love hearing where you're watching from, and it helps me create content that's relevant to your specific situation. Alright, here's how we're going to tackle this. I'm breaking today's video into 2 major sections. First, I'm going to cover 3 things that already happened that are causing mass confusion and payment delays right now if you haven't received your check recently. This is probably why, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about it. Second, I'm going to talk about what's coming after January 1st. The new rules, the new requirements, and yes, the potential benefit increases that could put real money in your pocket, including the Social Security Expansion Act 1 mentioned that I am genuinely excited about. We have a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Let me start with the biggest issue that's affecting millions of seniors right now, and if you've been wondering why your check didn't arrive in the mail, this is your answer. On September 30th, something major happened. President Trump issued an executive order called the Transition to Electronic Payment Executive Order, and it gave the Social Security Administration just 2 months to transition everyone receiving paper checks to electronic payments. Now, here's the problem. Notices were sent out, but a lot of you either didn't get them, or you got them and didn't realize how serious this was. And after September 30th, paper payments were cut off, just like that. We're talking about roughly 5 million people who are still getting government benefits via paper check, and millions of you suddenly couldn't get your money. Let me read you what the order said because this is important. As of September 30th, all federal benefits will be issued electronically and paper checks will be phased out in most cases. If you still receive paper checks, now is the time to act to avoid any disruption in your payments. The reason they're doing this, according to the government, electronic payments are faster, more secure, and more convenient. They also want to protect against mail theft and financial fraud. And honestly, I understand that reasoning, but the way this was rolled out left way too many seniors in the dark. So if you're one of those people who hasn't received checks in September, here's what you need to do immediately. You have 2 options. Option 1, direct deposit. This means signing up with your local bank or credit union to have your payments deposited directly into your account. Option 2, Direct Express Debit Card. This is a government-backed, prepaid debit card specifically for federal benefit payments. Now, the easiest way to handle this is to go to a website called godirect.gov. That's goddirect.gov. On that site, you can enroll online, call the number they provide, or download a form and mail it in. If you're setting up direct deposit, you're going to need your Social Security number, information about your most recent federal check, your bank's routing number, and your account number. Your bank can help you with those numbers if you're not sure where to find them. If you're going with a Direct Express card, you need to call You'll need your social security number, information from your most recent payment, and your date of birth. The Direct Express card functions just like a regular debit card. You can make purchases online, in person, over the phone, get cash from ATMs. It works everywhere, and it's backed by the US Treasury Department, so it's legitimate and secure. Now I want to be clear with you. It's going to take some time to process your information once you sign up. That's why you need to act now. The sooner you call or go online, the sooner you're going to start getting your money again. I've been getting comments on my videos from people saying they haven't received checks in weeks. This is what's happening. So, please choose whichever option works better for you, and take action today. The second issue that's causing people to lose their checks is Social Security overpayments. And this one is sneaky because it happens without warning. Here's what's going on. Some of you are receiving more money than you're actually entitled to. Now before you panic, understand that this usually isn't your fault. Most overpayments happen because employment information wasn't reported fast enough, or accurately, or because there was a change in your living situation that affected your benefits. The problem is, once Social Security realizes they've overpaid you, they start taking money back. Sometimes they'll take your entire check. Sometimes they'll take 50% or more, and suddenly you're left with nothing, or not nearly enough to live on. If this is happening to you, listen carefully. You have rights. First, you have the right to appeal the decision. Second, you can apply for what's called a waiver, based on financial hardship. If you literally cannot afford to have this money taken from your check, you can prove that to Social Security, and it may reduce or stop the withholding. This is really important, especially for those of you on SSI or SSDI. If you've noticed your check is smaller or missing entirely, call the Social Security Administration immediately and ask about overpayment appeals and waivers. Don't just accept that your money's gone. Fight for it. You deserve to know what's happening and to have a say in how it's resolved. The third thing that already happened involves the 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA. Social Security announced a 2.8%, 8% COLA increase for 2026. Now, if you have a My Social Security account online, you can log in right now and see your exact new benefit amount. But there was a deadline, November 19th. To be able to view this information online before they mail out the letters. If you missed that deadline, don't worry. They're going to start mailing letters within the next week or two that will detail your new benefit amount. But here's what you need to remember. Social Security pays a month behind. So even though the COLA takes effect January 1st, you probably won't see the increase hit your bank account until February. And between you and me, that 2.8% increase sounds nice until you realize that Medicare Part B premiums are going up by about 10%. So your actual increase after they take out those premiums, it's more like 1.9% for most people. If you're getting $1,000 a month, your real increase is closer to 1%. That's why I'm so excited about what I'm about to share with you next. Alright, now let's talk about the good stuff. The stuff that could actually put meaningful money in your pocket. I've been doing this work for 15 years. 15 years. And I have never been more excited about a piece of legislation than I am about the Social Security Expansion Act. There are bills in Congress right now, actual bills, with real momentum that could change your financial situation dramatically. And the president is being urged to support them. Let me break down the three biggest changes that could be coming your way. First, there's a proposal to increase everyone's Social Security benefit by $200 per month, not temporary, permanently. Now I need to clarify something, because there are actually two different $200 bills floating around right now. One bill introduced by Senate Democrats would give you $200 extra per month for 7 months in 2026 January through July to help with inflation. That's temporary, and it would put an extra $1,400 in your pocket this year. But the Social Security Expansion Act goes further. It would give you $200 extra every single month permanently. That's $2,400 per year, every year, for everyone on Social Security and disability. Think about what that would mean for you. An extra $200 could cover your utility bills, your groceries for the month, your medications. That's real money that makes a real difference. The second part of the Social Security Expansion Act targets folks who are receiving the lowest benefits. If you're currently getting less than $13,500 per year in Social Security, that's about $1,125 per month or less. This bill would raise your benefit to 125% of the federal poverty level. In 2026, that's almost $20,000 per year, or about $1,660 per month. Let me give you an example. If you're currently receiving $1,000 per month, that's $12,000 per year, your benefit would jump to $1,660. That's a $660 per month increase. That's nearly $8,000 extra per year. This is specifically designed to help low-income workers stay out of poverty. These are people who worked their whole lives, paid into the system, and deserve better than barely scraping by in retirement. If you're a single mom who became disabled and couldn't continue working, this affects you. If you're a veteran dealing with PTSD or physical injuries, this affects you. If you're elderly and worked hard your whole life, but don't have enough to get by, this affects you. The third change is the one I've been waiting for someone to address for years, fixing the cost of living adjustment formula. Right now, the way they calculate your COLA doesn't accurately reflect how seniors actually spend money. They're using a formula based on how young workers spend money, not retirees. You're not spending money the same way a 30-year-old is. You're spending more on healthcare, prescriptions, housing, utilities, the basics. And those costs have been going up way faster than 2.8%. The Social Security Expansion Act would change the formula to something called the CPIE. That's the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. This formula actually looks at what seniors spend money on and calculates inflation based on your expenses, not someone else's. If this passes, your future COLA increases would be higher and more accurate. You'd finally get cost of living adjustments that actually reflect the real cost of living. So who does all of this affect? If you own SSI, Supplemental Security Income, these changes are massive for you. That's about 7.4 million Americans who are elderly, blind, or disabled with limited income. If you own SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, you're included too. If you're a retiree on regular Social Security, you're covered. Even if you're not on benefits yet, but you're thinking about applying, these changes could make a huge difference in what you'd receive. This affects single mothers, veterans, the elderly, people with disabilities, the unemployed who became too disabled to continue working. This is about all of us. Okay, let's get practical. Here's what you need to do right now to protect yourself. Step 1, if you haven't already, sign up for electronic payments through GoDirect.gov or by calling the Direct Express number I gave you earlier. Don't wait another day. Step 2. If you had any overpayments or if your check amount has changed unexpectedly, call Social Security and ask about appeals and waivers. Don't accept reduced payments without fighting for your rights. Step 3. Set up or log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. This is where you'll see your benefit information, your COLA increase, and any notices from Social Security. Step 4. Gather your documentation right now. Bank statements, proof of income, proof of living arrangements, anything that relates to your benefits. Keep it all in one safe place. Step 5. If you have a complex situation, you're working part-time, you live with family, you have a joint bank account with someone, consider calling your local Social Security office or talking to a benefits counselor. Get ahead of any potential issues before they become problems. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. Yes, there are challenges ahead. The transition to electronic payments has been rough for a lot of people. Overpay payments are scary. The reporting requirements are getting stricter. But there's also real hope on the horizon. The Social Security Expansion Act represents the kind of meaningful change we've been waiting for. A real $200 increase, real help for low-income seniors, a COLA formula that actually makes sense. These bills are in Congress right now. They have momentum. And if enough of us make our voices heard, they can become reality. So don't give up. Don't assume you're stuck with what you got. Stay informed, take action, and advocate for yourself. Remember what I always say, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And you are tougher than you think. If this video helped you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos about Social Security, disability benefits, Medicare enrollment, and resources for low-income families. Drop a comment below with your questions. I read every single one, and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction or make a video addressing your concerns. And seriously, share this with someone who needs it. Your mom on disability, your veteran friend, your elderly neighbor. Let's make sure everyone in our community knows what's happening and what they need to do. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and for trusting me to help you navigate this complicated system. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.